Todo mundo fala do que entra do Paraguai pro Brasil.
Comissário de polícia, Bruce Willis Donato. Cadê o meliante?
É pra ali.
Seu bolo tá confiscado.
Nada acontece por aqui, Bruce.
Há dias da guerra pelo comando do tráfico aqui na Cidade de Deus tem tirado o sono da população.
Vocês não merecem o distintivo que usa.
When somebody tells you to watch a Brazilian movie, one of the most popular Brazilian movies I suggest to you is City of God, Cidade de Deus. Almost everybody in the world has watched it. It's a 2002 movie, you know, Zé Pequeno and all that. And some people will also say Bob, you know, Tropa de Elite, the Bob, Tropa de Elite Part 1 and Part 2. But now, I'm bringing you some top must-watch Brazilian series and films that are needed in your life. I need to watch these movies. These movies, you know, shows the reality of Brazilians, you know, the culture, what could be happening, the reality of some Brazilians, and is action, is thriller, is drug related, is political, is comedy, and all different kind of genres. So, guys, the first on my list is Imandaji. The first on my list is Imandaji, and Imandaji means brotherhood. So it's talking about the brotherhood, talking about the rights of even criminals in the Brazil prison, talking about their rights. There's right everywhere. Even if you're in prison, you still have human rights. And these people are also fighting for human rights in their in prisons, in their cell centers. Just because they are jailed for a crime, maybe they've killed, they've raped, doesn't mean they are deprived from their human rights, which they actually deprived from their human rights. So that's what it is about. And it is starring the popular Brazilian musician and actor Seu Jorge. He was in Cidade de Deus, you know, back in 2002, and he has featured in many movies. And he's also in Imandaji. He's a main figure in Imandaji. His name is Edson. Listen.
Quem aqui que tá cansado de ser humilhado por velho enfardado? Hoje é dia 12 de fevereiro de 1994. Vocês são a Irmandade. E a gente se uniu e não vamos abaixar a cabeça de jeito nenhum para sistema opressor.
Eu vejo muito potencial em você, Cristina.
Potencial para ser uma rata.
Potencial para fazer o que é certo.
20 anos sem me visitar e de repente resolve.
The movie is on Netflix. This one doesn't have the trailer that I'm currently watching doesn't have English subtitle. So the sister is lawyer. E was found, and E is the robber or whatever found at the other side of the law. Don't mind the way I am giving these reviews. It's been a while that I watched it. They try to escape.
A Irmandade é uma facção criminosa. Eu e você somos os heróis dessa história.
O Edson é meu irmão. Você tá falando pra virar a sua informante?
Fala pro Edson que tem cagueta na
YouTube will translate for you guys.
Não tem perdão. Nenhum desvio aqui vai ser perdoado.
Damn.
Nunca se livre, irmão.
Não vou fugir, meu fudido. Fala aqui pra mim, caralho. Assume que tu é um cuzão.
O Carniça não vai sossegar até ter certeza que não tem rato na facção.
Tu pensa que é aqui pra tá falando comigo desse jeito?
A Irmandade, porra!
Let's watch the second one, and the second one is, guess the second one, Cidade de Deus Part 2. The fight rage on. Cidade de Deus Part 2. A luta não para. So the first part was in 2000, and 22 years later they released the second part, 2004. They released the second part, the fight rage on. So everybody has grown, and they still retained most of the actors that acted in Cidade de Deus. Now is in real, and the fight still rages on. A lot of bullshit still happens, the political whatever still happens, the drug factions and whatever controversy still happens that people fear for their life. This is the reality of some Brazilians or most Brazilians in Brazil.
Avisa pra geral que o grande Buscapé tá de volta, hein?
Pô, já te falei
It's on Netflix.
Buscapé, Wilson.
Ah, não mete essa, Buscapé.
E de lá pra cá, o bicho pegou no Rio de Janeiro.
Como é que você me solta aí? Não me fala nada!
Só quero a minha boca de...
So this is the guy. This guy here is the one that killed the boss in the part 1. He has grown.
Que papo torto é esse? A boca
I think he's the real actor back then too. He's the real actor.
é minha.
É guerra que o Curió quer, é guerra que ele vai ter.
É agora.
Há dias a guerra pelo comando do tráfico aqui na Cidade de Deus tem tirado o sono da população.
Alguém precisa contar essa história.
A gente precisa fazer alguma coisa,
Man.
como inocente, pô.
A lot of people dying on the streets, stray bullets, the police, corrupt police.
Na Cidade de
You know?
Deus, não pode dar mole. É preciso saber a hora de atirar e a hora de baixar.
That's the subtitle.
Na favela, é uma luta diária.
It's a daily fight in the
Quando
favela.
uma pessoa luta, todo mundo luta junto.
So that's it. It's on Netflix. So let's go to the third one. Is about crime. You know, it's about haste. It's about a mega haste that occurred in Paraguay. You know, is between Brazil and Paraguay. You know, where the police force, this man in the police force is so frustrated that he wants to just apprehend these criminals by fire by force, and he goes at every length. So border issue, border crossing, and all those stuff like that. So, and the title is DNA do Crime.
Todo mundo fala do que
DNA do
entra do
Crime.
Paraguai pro Brasil, mas ninguém conta o que o Brasil.
Very interesting.
Todo tipo de crime.
Man, I'm wondering, okay, everything's about crime, it's about crime, it's about drugs, about everything. It's about robbery. I think that's the reality of some maybe Brazilians, you know, what is happening. So it's a reality. So we can't dispute that fact. But this is not to stigmatize any Brazilian or the Brazil. Brazil is a very cool country. It's very peaceful. I've been here for more than 3 years and I've not faced any of these things. Depends on where you're living to. But this is just the reality of some Brazilians.
Assaltante de banco no Brasil sempre foi o topo do crime. Nós estamos falando da união de diversos grupos que formam provavelmente a maior quadrilha de assalto a bancos no mundo.
So it's bank robbery, simultaneous bank robbery. Very crazy. Like movies like this, you see people that have gone to jail for bank robbery or some crimes, and they'll still be running serious bank robbery while they are in jail, and they'll still be controlling different factions outside of the jail. Like inside the jail, controlling factions that are outside to still get involved in robberies and still make money. So it's transactional, they make calls, do all those things. Why they still control. So them going to jail doesn't change anything. It's just their freedom. But they still have communications across the factions that are outside, you know, controlling things and controlling major robberies happening in Brazil. And they're using mad assault rifles.
DNA hoje em dia, porque no Brasil essa técnica não é utilizada para esse tipo de crime.
Mão na cabeça.
Nunca vi DNA resolver assalto.
Também nunca tinha visto você se dar bem com um parceiro tão rápido.
Para!
Era o DNA que você queria, chefe?
Acabou o banho, bebê.
Damn.
A gente tem que fazer, a gente tem que
DNA
fazer
do crime.
pra pegar quem a gente tem que pegar.
criminal code. So that's it. For which number is that? We need to rush this. That's number 3. Now let's go to number 4. Is about prison. It's Tremembe. Number 4 is Tremembe. Tremembe is a prison in Brazil. This is based on real life story. It was released last year. A lot of real life stories that have, of people that have committed crimes over the past years in Brazil. One person killed his husband. One of the people, the owner of Yoki brand in Brazil, a Japanese Brazilian, one connived with her boyfriend and the brother of the boyfriend to kill her parents, and psychopath, different kind of crimes, real life crimes, like real life stories.
Eu faço qualquer coisa pra ir pra Tremembé.
Sentenced to 39 years. She.
Aquela que picotou o marido, sabe?
This one killed her husband.
As versões de vocês não podem ser diferentes em nenhum momento.
This couple, I think.
A transferência para o presídio dos famosos foi autorizada
Kill their child.
por questões de segurança.
Rapes and other things.
Ouvi dizer que ela não lida bem com ciúmes.
Just has only one season. It has only one season. The Creamy has 2 seasons. I think it might have 3rd season. And Imandadi has 2 seasons. This one has only 1 season or 2. Might have 2nd season. I don't know. Only 1 season. Fights in the prison cell.
A nossa vida é aqui agora.
Eu achei que a pilota da cadeia não ficasse de castigo. Me enganei.
Eu nem sabia que as pessoas se interessavam tanto assim por presídio.
Deus, isso aqui é cobra comendo cobra, rapaz.
I'm never rating this movie 1/10, but I think I don't know how to rate movies. I don't know whether to give them 10, but these are the movies I've watched and I enjoy them. Tremembe, not too much. I was expecting a lot from Tremembe, but not too much. So I don't know how to rate, so I can't say okay, it's 9/10, 8/10. But so far so good. They are above 5/10. They are above 6/10. All these movies that I'm showing you guys are above 6, are like 6 to 10/10 in my rating. So let's go to Rapido. Let's go to the 5th one, and that's Bom Dia Veronica. This one has 3 seasons. Very crazy movie, intertwined. Very crazy movie.
Oi, eu sou Verônica.
Psychopathic movie.
Delegacia de homicídios. Deve ter botado alguma coisa.
We have police that are so obsessed about catching criminals that they lose themselves, lose their family, get divorced, both male or female, just to chase these criminals and apprehend them, prosecute them. So they lose their family, they lose themselves just for that goal. They are so obsessed with the cases and everything. So it's a lot. And even criminals too, always running, always on the run. They lose their family too. It's good both ways. But I've seen a lot of movies that most committed police officers, they end up losing their family and some end up dying on duty. And those that don't die, they end up regretting after they retired. Because in the end, family is all. And there's no family after they are done retiring or being sent away. Bom Dia Veronica. Very complicated movie. That's 3 seasons. This one is dope. I'm mad. It's about police, crime. It's about the church, religion. It's about... Just really.
Eu trabalho com o delegado Wilson Carvana.
Tem muita mulher em casa nesse momento sem voz. Tem medo de pedir ajuda. Se você tá passando por uma situação assim, me procura.
Ilza, desapareceu desde que
chegou
do
down.
caminhão. Jéssica, mesmo trajeto, mesma história, mesma testemunha.
Mulher que apanha do marido pode perfeitamente inventar essa história só por vingança.
Imagine if, somebody in the force always abducting women and dismantling them. Is it dismantling? Oh, just killing them and just using them for different experiments. Like, no experiment, like killing them and oh man, it's crazy.
Não dá mais pra voltar atrás. Só sei que agora eu vou ter que ir a fundo nessa história.
Se é pra fazer, faz direito.
Why always having miscarriage? Frustrated.
A senhora não sabe de nada.
Bom dia, Verônica. It's on Netflix.
E joga água fervendo se você se aventurar.
Eu só preciso saber se a mulher que eu tô ajudando tomou a decisão certa.
Eu grito pé. Eu quero ver você pular, você correr na frente dos vidrinhos.
I think this one was done in São Paulo.
Eu sabia que iam tentar me matar. Que tipo de pessoa você é?
Você vai se arrepender de levantar a mão pra mim. Você vai se arrepender de levantar a mão pra mim.
This trailer is one trailer.
Vou fazer do meu jeito.
Now, let's rush down to number 6. This is in no particular order. Number 6 is Syntonia. You must watch this one, Syntonia. Then the 7th one, Impuros, Impure.
Santa Maria, Mãe de Deus.
An officer obsessed with catching this particular criminal. This criminal was a very good guy until this guy was like a criminal that was not a criminal, studying and everything was in the force, and something happened to his twin brother and everything. His twin brother got into a deep shit. He doesn't do deep shit. Then he was killed. Then he had to switch. He became a criminal, became drug, and he went in debt. The mother disowned him, the mother blah blah. Very long stuff. This is the this is him. And this is the police officer. Always wanting to catch him, but hasn't caught him. There's a lot of flying between Bolívia, Paraguay, Mato Grosso.
Eu não tô de brincadeira. Seu carregamento não chegou até os Estados Unidos, cara. Com certeza você...
Guy, remember Zé Pequeno? This is Zé Pequeno in Cidade de Deus. He's now big, he's now fat. That small boy that was like ugly, he's now big. Yeah. I like it. Very funny.
Não tem mais a gente, Evandro. Esse é um mal que vai acabar.
It has 6 seasons. Imperials has 6 seasons.
Tá que pariu, meu irmão. Morrer em São Paulo é foda.
Ustedes já são grandes o suficiente para não ter medo de uma mulher?
A gente, Brasil, Rio de Janeiro, tá abastecendo a Europa com droga.
A nossa facção é a maior que tem no Rio de Janeiro e tá na hora da gente mandar em tudo nessa porra.
So it's about crimes, about drugs, politics.
Alguém gosta do Evandro?
Opa, que merda que você tá falando? Não tô entendendo porra nenhuma.
Like these are gangs using assault rifle, using mother's rifles.
Essa porra, quem vai rodar sou eu.
Crazy,
é
man.
Fácil pra caralho você falar pra tomar uma atitude com essa tua cara de papão burro. Só pensa em você, culpado.
Caralho, que porra é essa, cara?
Desliga essa merda!
Você acha que eu sou mau, irmão?
Não, culpado. Tu é justo.
Impuros, impure. Now let's go to number 8. I love this one. It's about crime. Most of them are about crime. I'm sorry, guys, but maybe I just have this love for crime movies, you know, bandidos, molekis. This one is about a moleki. It's done. It's not dumb. It's done, you know, based on pronunciation. The child of a police officer, always on adrenaline, you know, he has like he's born with this ability, like not a disability though. No, he doesn't feel pain. He wants to do something like adrenaline-induced stuffs. Very crazy. Gets into robbery with friends, into bad gangs. But he's doing the robbery. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the whole thing he does. He just wants that adrenaline rush. He hardly feels pain. And the father was so busy, you know, working for the force. His father started as a swimmer.
Eu lutei contra a cocaína minha vida inteira.
As a scuba diver.
O que eu não sabia
Started
era que ela
working
ia tirar o
for.
meu filho de mim.
His father started as a scuba diver. He started working for the military. Like, is it like an intel for the military back in the military era in Brazil? Information. Then he joined the force, the police force. His own father wanted him to be a medical doctor. He's a scuba diver, blah blah blah. So he now joined the police force. And his son became fucked up.
Eu sou policial! O que tu quer, caralho? Eu quero meu filho!
One of the most bullshit thing you can ever do as a police officer is to go alone into the favela, into the faction, and you say you're a police officer, or they should recognize you. You're fucked. Like, you're fucked.
Eu só quero Pedro! Tá fazendo aqui, pai? Vai embora!
Don Pedro.
Eu não vou embora sem você! Vai embora, pai! Não! Pedro!
Rio de Janeiro.
Tu gosta do teu velho?
Pai é o cara mais foda que eu já conheci.
He loves his father, his father loves him.
Um cara bonito, inteligente. Faz o teu dinheiro. Tu vai poder fazer o que tu quiser.
Was influenced, man. Bad gang. Never needed all this money.
Eu não olhei pro meu próprio filho.
Done as 3 seasons, I guess.
Liberdade se compra como qualquer outra coisa.
Yeah, that's 3 seasons.
Agora tu tá com cara de ser quem tu é.
Eu sou o quê?
Pedro Dom. Ou Dom Pedro.
É um pedaço de mim. Não vou desistir de você. Nunca.
Bora. Você viu a quantidade de droga que tá entrando? E tá só começando.
Você tá caindo num abismo! Se eu quiser morrer, que eu morra! É um marginal!
Guys, like holding guns in favela, it's a part of favela. Like this is like it happens. There's no hiding. It flex. So that's done number 8. Now the ones I have here are not series. The following ones are not series, they are just normal movies. And Cabras the Pesci is the next one. Very funny. It's crime, it's boys, majorly fun, it's more of comedy. I enjoy this one like crazy.
Comissário de polícia, Bruce Willis Donato. Cadê o meliante? Pra ali. Seu bolo tá confiscado.
Nada acontece por aqui, Bruce. Mas pra você eu tenho outra missão.
A Celestina é patrimônio da cidade. Nunca vi botar a polícia pra ser babá de cabra.
O que o senhor tá vendo?
O cérebro da operação?
Um homem frágil e cansado. O oposto de qualquer policial dessa delegacia. Nossas fontes indicam que Ping Li está há meses negociando uma transação de entorpecente com o nosso maior alvo, que é o traficante de codinome Luva Branca.
Celestina, Celestina!
Ah, pode tá aí, né? Falou em rapadura. Deita aí.
This one is very funny. You need to watch it.
A Celestina é sua filha?
Ela não tem
And it's a serious movie too.
Anda
Crime.
triste. Ela nasceu com verme nova.
Action.
A gente vai achar ela, tá?
Tem que resolver na intuição.
Vocês estão tudo é preso!
E o meu Fábio tá me dizendo que o Zé Cabrita é homem a se seguir.
Faça um favor pra corporação. Arruma outro emprego. Vocês não merecem distintivo que usa.
I've also narrated the guy. The guy can fight.
Qual que é o plano?
Cabras da Pesci.
Respeita a polícia.
So that's number 9. Let's go to number 10. This number 10 is a true life story. The movie was released back in Carandiru, number 10. Was released back in 2003, but it's based on a true life story in Brazil here in 1992. You know, talking about human rights of prisoners in Brazil. And, you know, back then, prisoners does not have human rights and they treat them like trash. And there was a massacre. In the Karandiro prison cell that a lot of prisoners were killed. And there was a riot in the prison, and the ones that were innocent and the ones that were innocent were massacred a lot. And part of it, according to whatever, I'm not sure, was to reduce the density, like the population of the prison cells. Is political issue stuff. It was covered, it was not really leaked out, but later it got out, So this movie is about it, and it's about a doctor, doing like research, like going to these cells to conduct tests of prisoners that might have HIV back then. I think HIV was discovered in 1986 or 80 something, or 1980, but this movie is 1992. What happened was 1992. The movie is 2003. Karandiro. The graphic is not so great.
Bom dia, doutor.
7,000 prisoners, one doctor. Imagine 7,000 prisoners, one doctor. A lot of riots. We don't know who is right. Kanju is in São Paulo here.
Aqui dentro ninguém é culpado. O senhor ainda não percebeu isso?
After the massacre. Last but not least is Salvi Geral Imandaji. It is a spin-off of the Imandaji, the first movie. Edson like is not in this one. I don't want to give you a spoiler. So it's a spin-off. It's about the child of Edson has grown up and the sister of Edson, the faction. So it's a spin-off, just a movie. Salvi Geral Imandaji.
Aquela história da transferência voltou a circular.
Tão doido pra me isolar e enfraquecer a Irmandade.
Esqueceu quanto a gente cresceu depois que começou a fazer negócio, ao invés de ficar batendo de frente?
Você é a filha de Edinho Cabuloso. É você que vai com a gente.
Quê?
No. Police and this
Estão chamando a gente pra guerra. Tem que entender que é nós que tá no comando, irmão. Vamos virar as cadeias e atacar onde dói mais. Na rua. É pra derrubar São Paulo.
A polícia tá com a filha do meu irmão, que eu crio como se fosse a minha filha. E nem por isso eu acho que é matando geral que a gente vai resolver.
It has subtitle too. But this one does not. The trailer does not have subtitle.
Tem respeito que a gente só
so guys, it's on Netflix. This is the final one.
Organizado declarou uma guerra aberta contra o Estado. O caos tomou conta das ruas e o medo se espalhou, feito rechilho de pólvora. População assustada.
O trabalhador se tranca em casa, enquanto os criminosos declaram guerra contra São Paulo.
O que você tá fazendo fora de casa, senhora? Passa pra lá, senhora. Passa pra lá.
Vocês odeiam a polícia. Tem sempre alguém da sua laia batendo palma quando um de nós cai. Não é ótimo.
So there's always this argument between who is right, the police force or the criminals fighting for human rights. There's always this issue. It's more complicated. It's something I'm not really delve into, but it happens in the movies. When the criminals are fighting for their rights, and also the police are saying the criminals are, they don't need to be killed. They need to be treated well somehow. So we have the corrupt police officers. It's kind of complicated. You can't really choose side. You must not say you want to choose side. You must not say you want to be neutral. Crime is crime, and also the way the police teaches, handles them. And also sometimes when you meet the main thing in this country, I just feel is like just pray you don't meet a corrupt police officer, because they can be very aggressive. There are corrupt police officers everywhere. There are corrupt police officers in Nigeria that they will catch you, that they will put drugs inside your bag and all these things. and you don't have anything. You don't have any. You fight. You might be thrown into cell. They might replace you with another prisoner in cell. A lot of bullshit everywhere. So it's not really about Brazil. So I'm trying not to stigmatize. It happens everywhere. But crime must not be justified too. And so this one is very crazy. Like it's like a war between the police and the criminals, and the Mandaji brotherhood. They were spraying them like mad, bombing police offices.
Tá vendo ele, minha filha? Eles querem que a gente abaixe a cabeça.
And there's this racism too. Racism. In some parts of Brazil, once you're black, you need to dress well. Though. Like once you're black, you're like handicapped. So there's racism, even though racism is a crime. It's not visible. Racism is a crime, is punishable in Brazil. But I've not experienced any. I might have experienced which I don't know because I don't feel different here. There might be some states that make racism too. They are.
Eu não vou te perdoar se alguma coisa acontecer com ela.
It was filming in Luz too. This is Luz. This is São Paulo. This is Luz. Salve Geral Mandaji. So it's released February 11. So guys, that's all for the movie reviews. These movies are 6 to 10 over 10 according to my rating. I don't rate them particularly. So guys, they are top must watch Brazilian series and movies I need to watch. There are other ones I've watched that I can't remember, but these are the ones that collated. So as time goes on, I'll tell you more. And you can also watch this to also learn your Portuguese, improve more on your Portuguese. So guys, like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get energy gradually, and right now I'm so tired. Like I need to rest. I try my best to just use the energy to just show up for you guys as I'm still trying to manage. So peace out, guys. One love. I appreciate you guys for your comments, your prayers from one of my videos, talking about I have not been showing up. Why I have not been showing up. So thank you guys. Peace out. Valeu. Obrigado. Pada HQ. Signing out.